Well, welcome to Ultimate Insider, Bear Insiders podcast, covering everything Cal football. I am Mike Pawlawski, former Cal quarterback and radio color analyst for the Bears. So, been covering Cal football for a long time, and I'm telling you right now, head coach Tosh Lupoy coming back, former Bear himself, a ton of buzz around the program, a lot of alumni coming back, a lot of people connecting with it, a lot of really good things happening here at the University of California, Berkeley, in the football stadium up at Memorial. And one of the things that Tosh has done is he has gone out and recruited. That was his MO as he was a coach at other places. One of the things about him that you always heard is he was a recruiting superstar. And so he has brought in some talent this year. And one of the things a quarterback always loves is good targets. And he has brought in a couple of good targets. So today, as we get ready for the 2026 season, kind of gear up, start to know some of these players, I'm going to bring you one of those new targets. Over 1,000 yards receiving at Ohio, an excellent receiver, very smooth in his routes. He can catch, he can run, he can cut. He can do all those things you look for and could be a big-time contributor on the offense coming up this fall. Right now, let's talk to Chase Hendricks. Well, Chase Hendricks, welcome to the show, man. Great to have you here. I love talking to new guys, especially wide receivers. Some of my favorite players of all time as a former quarterback. I love it. I want to hear, what are your first impressions at Cal, right? You're new to the program this year. You're trying to come in here. What are your first impressions at Cal?
Well, yeah, first I want to say just appreciate the opportunity just to get on this podcast, man. Such an honor. My first impressions of Cal, man, it's just it's kind of like a new beginnings for everybody. New energy, fresh energy, a lot of energy going around this place. I think definitely within the next few years, man, this place should be rocking. I know we're gonna have this place rocking this year, but I know within a couple years, this place is really gonna be kind of like back to where I know it's supposed to be. Just what I'm willing to accomplish, man, just to make sure I'm maximizing, all my opportunities that I'm getting on the field, off the field, building relationships, making connections, just whatever I can do just to better myself and better my teammates.
Tell me about your backstory, because super interesting. You come out of Missouri, you end up
Mhm.
in California, you go through Ohio. Like, I want to hear about Chase Hendricks. Tell me about your story, your journey.
For sure, man. So I'll just tell you, like starting from high school, since that's kind of like a good spot to start. I had a lot of probably like 17 offers coming out of high school. A lot of Power Four schools. So a lot of people kind of look at my journey. It was different, and I feel like I was always different my whole life. It was always like I was behind the eight ball, but I was always okay with it. Like never, panic, never, stop working. Always continue to just to push and work. Had about 17 offers. Long story short, tried to wait to commit, tried to chase those bigger schools, didn't get a lot of them, kind of waited to the end. Ohio came around probably like a couple days before signing day. I signed with Ohio, told myself that I wanted to go to that school, kind of do 6 months, kind of hit the transfer portal. So kind of young and immature, honestly. If I looking back on it, it was very immature of me just because I didn't have a chance to develop and just become the best version of myself. And then that didn't work. So played a little bit as a freshman. Had a little bit of success, not too much. Just kind of like got my feet wet. Sophomore season, kind of said the same thing. Like, let's kind of go in this 6 months, and then it's like just kind of get out. Had a lot more success than I had my freshman year. Became a starter in the spring. Started in fall camp. Had an injury, ankle injury. Kind of people didn't really know about it. Kind of rushed myself back. Really didn't get the fully time to heal and kind of just play the season all throughout the season. I'm kind of just like a sprained ankle, but pushed through. Had a little bit more success in my junior year. I told myself I will not tell myself that I'm transferring in 6 months. I told myself that I'm gonna be with my feet at, and I told myself I was gonna go on like at the time I want to say it was like 120 days because that spring I just kind of like locked in, just kept working every single day, told myself I was gonna work, and then just when it was like 120 days, I told myself I was going on a 120-day run. And what I meant by that was just I was gonna work as hard as I could and just have like the best season of my life from like 120 days out. So I did that, man. I did like a lot of extra work, a lot of extra film, like just a lot went into the season that I had last year. Had a lot of success. I think had like 70 something catches, just over 1,000 yards, like 7 touchdowns. Decided that I wanted to kind of hit the portal and just get a better opportunity and just play at a bigger stage. Honestly, that was really one of the main reasons that I kind of, wanted to leave. Ohio was a great place. No bad blood with that place. That place kind of shaped me to who I am today. So I definitely appreciate that staff and appreciate those guys over there, for getting me better. But ultimately choosing Cal, I was kind of looking for a couple of things out the portal. Who's kind of my quarterback? What was my development going to be? So like who's coaching me? And then how did I fit into the system? Quarterback, self-explanatory. Had a lot of success, young guy. So it's like, okay, boom, I know I got a good quarterback. Development-wise, really another self-explanatory. Coach Ike here, Coach Somerville, Coach MacArthur, Coach Pat, Coach Tosh, even though he a defensive mind, but it was just like, okay, everybody now they prove themselves. So why not go somewhere where it's like, okay, we got NFL experience. He knows what it takes, exactly what it like an NFL guy's supposed to look like. So I'm getting NFL coaching every single day. I'm trying to get to the next level. So it's like, why not go get coached by the best? That's between all those guys. And then just fit into the system. It's so much the system is so unique. It's so much you can do out of the system, like play inside, play outside, a little bit of running back. Like it's so much that I can do NFL style. Like, it definitely get a little tough, like play calling and stuff like that. But when you know it and you learn it, you'll be okay. So my experience here so far has been, really great. Really thankful just to have this opportunity just to come in here and play, man. And I'm just so excited and so ready to get the season going.
I love the fact that you don't know your exact stats. Just to be clear, 71 for 1,037 and 7
Okay.
touchdowns. So that's
Okay.
pretty good. That's a pretty good year right there. I love that. What are your strengths as a receiver?
I would say probably like one of them. I'm just give you a couple of them. One of them I would say like my suddenness. I'm just being able to in and out of breaks fast as possible, being able to race back to the quarterback or beat the defender. Smooth route runner. Being able to tempo, being able to use the speed at the right way, but don't get it confused. I'm still can run, still got speed, but I'm not just a blazing 4-3 guy, 4-2 guy. I'm not coming out there to do that. I'm coming out here, to use my technique to, win versus you. I say my hands, low ball, high ball, whatever you throw, I feel like if it's in my vicinity, I'm trying to go get it. Definitely, those are some of my strengths that I feel like.
I love the fact that you say you're a smooth wide receiver. There's one key for me as a quarterback. I mean, you named all of them, right? Hands, you got to have
Mhm.
hands. You have to have great vision on the ball, watching the ball hit your hands, all of stuff.
Mhm.
But if there's one key to playing wide receiver, what would that be?
Okay, besides, I think just the fundamentals people forget. Like now, especially with like these days now, I think the fundamentals were like breaking. I'm sorry, hold on.
Power outage at Cal. For those of you watching the video, you'll notice that we've got to change the backdrop here. Lights went out at Berkeley. So Chase, back on now. And we were talking about the one thing, the one key to being a wide receiver. Tell me about that. What do you think it is?
Oh yeah, I definitely just say like nowadays people forget like the fundamentals part of it. So what I mean by that is just like the breaks. So like I think if you faster than the DB in and out the breaks and you efficient within that, feel like you got hands and you efficient in and out your breaks, a lot of times you're gonna win. As long as like you thinking, you got good releases. So I think being able to win versus press and being able to, get in and out your breaks faster than DB do and having hands, I think, you can be a good receiver. Run out the catch that add a plus to you. So that's another thing that I feel like I can do as a receiver. Definitely when I catch the ball after I can make something happen.
Yeah. So for me as a quarterback, one thing I always teach receivers is patience, right?
Yes, yes.
That
I'm with
extra
that.
step.
Yep.
Guys, they want to get open so quick that they forget to take that extra step that
Yep.
makes the guy turn his hips or step on the guy's toes so that now he doesn't know which way to go, right? So that little
Yep.
bit of patience in the end, because when you talk about being a smooth route runner, to me, a smooth route runner, that's what they're doing.
Yeah, for
Right. And
sure.
we've had some great ones come through super smooth. Sean Dawkins, Bobby Shaw,
Hmm.
Bobby Shaw. You want to look at some film, look at smooth. Bobby Shaw was smooth, right? And so I love receivers like that. And if they're patient, boy, they get open every single time because they're sneaky.
For sure. No, I definitely agree with you. Definitely like having, and I feel like that's one of my strengths. So I'm definitely like trying to better that I mean, just because when you know kind of what your strength is, you want to use it against people. So
Yes.
I know just having the patience because DBs, they get antsy anyway. They like to run anyway, especially when it look like you running full speed. But the whole time you really not even running full speed 90% of the routes. So it's like being able just to have that twitch and being able to tempo, like you said, have that patience. I think that'll make you a good receiver for sure.
Yeah, it makes a world of difference. I love listening to you talk, and I love hearing your passion because I can tell it like you've got this, man. You've got the juice.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So, so tell me, like in the mental game, to me,
Mhm.
I do work with athletes. I do mental skills training with athletes all the
Uh-huh.
time. Talk to me about your mental game. Talk to me what you're doing, like on the mental game for to make yourself better.
Yeah, man. So I think the start of it is like I'm a man of faith. So I pray. I pray a
Mhm.
lot. I think that kind of calms me down, just like within thinking about fear and doubt, and having self doubt, having a high self esteem. I just kind of just stay right here the whole time. Like people always say, I'm one of the most humblest people they meet. And I don't think I think it's kind of just normal for me try to be like humble. Like I think it's just not like it's just coming off. And so definitely just like kind of staying level headed, not getting too high, not getting too low, making plays. That's a part of it. Bad plays is a part of it. So just controlling like how you like your day in and day out. So I think like I go off kind of like this 5 P's. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. So if you prepare yourself the right way, your mental should be okay. Well, like you might have a little bit of fear because you don't know like, what's the outcome of it. But also you depend on your preparation. And it's like, okay, I prepare myself all week or all year, all off season, just for like moments like this. I think that's one of the things that I do well is just kind of stay level headed, not get too high, not get too low.
So you talked about the new offense, Coach Somerville. How do you see yourself fitting this new offense? They Cal went from not having a super deep wide receiver room to having a pretty deep wide receiver room now. So
Yeah.
talk about where you see yourself, how you fit, and kind of how you move through the offense.
Yeah, man. Like you said, we got a deep wide receiver room. So I think we got guys like from top to down, like that can go. Like anybody that put in the lineup that can go. Me personally, I see myself as being able just to be versatile. So like being able to play inside, play outside. Like I already talked about, we got the other guy, Ian Strong. Ian Strong, more of a bigger guy, but don't get it confused. He still can run routes. We all kind of move around within the system. That's why I say it's kind of like a fun system. We now all just kind of stuck on the outside or stuck in the slot. They know I can like I'm pretty like twitch, so I can get in the slot and run, option route. So I can motion down and create separation or just create leverage, based off whatever route I'm running. So I think just being able to be versatile, everybody just don't play outside or slot. Like we all move around and just kind of have like that wiggle room. And I think that's why coach can be creative in what he do because we're not stuck.
Yeah, which do you prefer? Do you prefer one over the other? Outside slot? Is there like if you were to say, I'm this guy, I'm not
Yeah.
trying to pigeonhole you, but like we all have a favorite, right?
Yeah.
I
I would
love
say
working
I
out the
definitely say
shotgun.
for sure. I definitely say slot would be my favorite. Just because like I don't know, I think it's like more space. I think you can create like more separation. And then sometimes like if you're on the outside, like you're not dealing with press 75% of the game. You get into the boundary, like not saying that I'm afraid of press or nothing like that, but I'm just saying like you'd rather, have like a good relationship with your quarterback. It's like, okay, well, we got some breathing room this time. Like, I could do this, I can do that. I'm not just getting walled off or, this guy's long, so I gotta do the route like this. But I'm not scared to play anything. I play inside, I play outside. I want to play more outside this year because a lot of my film from last year was slot. So I just want to prove that I can do both.
Yeah, and I think being that inside guy too, right? You get a matchup with the safety, but you've got a
Oh
two-way
yeah,
go. So he's
for
got to
sure.
honor both. So you're either getting a
Yeah,
nickel or a safety or nickel Sam or something like that, but you got
yeah.
a two-way go, boy. That nickel spot is one of the toughest in football to
No, it's
play.
definitely one of the toughest. People definitely underestimate like nickels because there's so much space between wherever like if you to the field, like you said, you got two-way go. You gotta respect the outbreak, gotta respect the inbreak, gotta respect vertical, gotta respect everything. With this, kind of with the boundary, there's only so much room you got. It's only so many routes you can run from that spot. So it's kind of like process elimination, especially if you get a smart corner in the boundary.
Yeah, exactly it. And I used to tell my guys, go take this guy's scholarship check. Let's go. Like it's time to go, right? Let's
Yeah,
go get this. So I love that. I love guys that attack and go get it.
for sure.
What is your strength? Like if one strength in game, what is your strength?
Probably just one strength. I probably had to go with my route running, man. I think I'm a real good route runner. I can create separation, inside or outside again. I can win versus press. Second level release, I can win. I can win vertical, cross the field, out breaks, in breaks, breaks, curls, any break that you can imagine. I think I'm a very polished route runner, and I think that's kind of what ultimately got me, where I'm at today. Just being able to have them routes and being able to create separation versus different DBs.
So you
I'll
can
say
be
route
that
run.
guy that your quarterback counts on. Like as a quarterback, I wanted a guy. I'm like, I know this guy's going to get open,
Oh
and if
yeah,
I
for
throw it,
sure,
I know he's going to catch it. Like
for
you
sure,
want that guy. You can be that guy.
for sure. Third down, first down, second down, fourth down, any down, you put me out there, I'm going to do my hardest to get that separation and make that catch, whether it's tight coverage, wide open, or whether it's just easy catch. I'm going to do whatever to make sure I get the catch.
I love it. I love it. That's what I want my guys to sound like right there.
For
So,
sure.
so to get to that point, you need to have mentors, right? Everybody needs great coaches. Everybody needs some guys to teach them. Who are some of your mentors?
Yeah, so I started off with the biggest mentor that I had, kind of like high school and maybe a little bit before high school, but I started off with him. His name is Tony Woolfolk, and then I started off kind of with my other trainer, Terry Finn. Talking about Tony Woolfolk, man, talk about such a selfless guy. Like I just look at him and I think like I try to like mimic some of the stuff that he do, like so selfless, give you anything you need, give you any game that you need, and he's currently coaching high school football now, and it's just like I seen him like grow because he was young when he was coaching us, so we kind of growing up together. Like I'm a young high school kid, he was a young coach, so now like he's just growing, growing and growing, and now like I'm growing and growing and growing. So it's just so like it's kind of like music to your ears when you kind of just hear the stuff that he talk about, and I kind of like give him some of the stuff that I'm hearing from coaches, like trying to elevate his game, and then he give me stuff that he think. Yeah, I'm just so thankful for him, and then Terry Finn, and it's just the person just probably kind of get all the love, but kind of behind the scenes, and he should probably get a little bit more love. That's my receiver coach. I've been training with him since I want to say like sixth grade, and man, if people knew how them sessions used to go, like it's so much work that people don't see. Like people just think that you go out there Saturday and Friday night and it's just like, yeah, it just happened, like magic. But people don't see the work that you put in all the way up until that point, from that week, from that summer, from that winter. Like it just don't happen on Friday and Saturday night. It's a buildup of work and it's a process. So I just appreciate, Terry Fenton for just believing in me, continuing to push me just to be the best receiver that I can be.
So based on that answer, and I love that answer, do you think that players rise to the occasion or do you think that they play to the level of their training?
I mean, I know for me, I play to the level of my training because I know I train hard. Like so, like I believe in my training, and
Mhm.
I'm not sure. I'm sure some other guys do, but I do think it's some guys who can just arise to the occasion. Like some people just naturally talented and just can naturally like flip a switch. And I know it's so hard to say that, and like people might think it's cliche, but it's just like, I mean, some people just naturally got it. Like they might not train as hard as I do, but like naturally might just be better than me. Like could do certain stuff, and when it's game time, and just go out there in one hand. I'm not going out there and trying to one hand because I don't practice that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going on the juggling machine catching two hands. So when I go in the game, I'm gonna catch two hands. So if I catch it one hand, I'm not gonna say it's luck, but I'm gonna just say like it was just something that God did for me because I'm a two-hand catcher. But like, you got guys that can just catch one hand, out of the air. I'm not that. I'm not the person that's gonna do that. So
Yeah, with those,
sometimes, it's a rise to occasion, and sometimes I think it's a level of work.
yeah, I would say it's almost always you're going to fall to the level of your training. If you train to be
Yeah,
exceptional, then you can play to be exceptional. But I've yet
for
to
sure.
see anybody who doesn't train and then performs exceptionally, right? Some guys have
Yep.
skills and they show up in big moments, but that's
Yeah,
because they've trained those things.
for
So for
sure.
sure, yeah, for sure. But I think training, and I love your attitude about it, super important.
Yeah, I'm with
We talked about this. Tosh brings energy to this program. Coach Lupoy, I'll call him Coach Lupoy for you. He's
you.
Tosh to
Got you.
me because I was calling his games when he was a freshman
No,
at
we
Cal,
good.
just
We
coming out
call
of
him
De La
Coach Tosh
Salle.
too.
There you go. So, but he brings a level of energy to the stadium, to the locker room, to the program, to the alumni. Talk about what it's like from the inside as a player to experience that.
I just think it's such a blessing, like just to have that guy just bring that energy. And it's the energy. I'm a big believer in energy is contagious. Like, I tell every single body this. Like, if you got bad energy towards something, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna try to pull people with you and make it bad energy. If you bring in good energy, like what Coach doing, everybody in the building, it just seemed like the place just seemed like it's on fire. Like, you talk to people, they so excited about this, they so excited about that. You talk to Coach, he's so excited. 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning, don't matter what time it is, he yelling, up screaming. So it's like when your head coach doing that, like when you don't have a lazy head coach, when you got a coach that's like energetic and he want to do stuff, it's just like why wouldn't I run through a big wall for him? Why wouldn't I do that? So I just think it's something that you got to appreciate because everybody is not like that and everybody is not going to give you that much energy. So I definitely appreciate them for doing it. And I know the guys do as well. And, we looking forward to just, bringing that energy on the field for Saturday nights and Saturdays and Fridays, whatever we play.
Yeah, absolutely. The concept you're talking about is called entrainment. We're literally biologically programmed to interact with one
Yeah.
another. And so when I start getting a rhythm going, then you start getting that rhythm, right? You bring your smile to this podcast, and now I can't help smiling. Like you bring that energy, and I can't help have that energy because
It's contagious, man.
we're designed to do that for each other, right? That's how
For
we help each
sure.
other. And so if
Yeah.
you bring that energy and if you bring that to your teammates, then that makes your team better. And it's a question that I love asking guys that I work with on the mental side. When I die, I want them to write on my tombstone, he made people better, right? The people
Yes.
around him better. What's your
Yes.
philosophy? What would you like to have?
You literally probably just took the words out of my mouth because Coach Sot always talking about an apex dominator. And it's apex dominators, competitor, and he got the just ones like below. He wants us to be apex dominators. The apex dominator can dominate, but also bring people with them. So it's like, if I'm getting you better every single day, not allowing you, to slack or, be lazy or doing whatever you're doing, just getting by, that's not gonna help the team get better. So it's really just like you got to bring everybody along with you. So whether it's taking a guy to lunch with you, whether it's taking a guy to catch balls on the jug machine, whether it's taking a guy to run some routes, taking a guy on the field to catch some passes, do some drops, do some DB drills, whatever you're doing, just make sure you connecting with the guys around you. And they don't always have to be position group based. So I can go catch balls with a DB, like I'm helping him get like. Yeah, ultimately we're gonna compete in practice, but like I want you to catch picks in the game. So like let's go on a jug machine. Like I do this with Ricky Flexer. We don't catch together every day, but we catch a lot. And I catch with the receivers kind of every day, but I catch with Ricky, some of those days. And Ricky, he getting his hands better. So I'm like, okay, I see you. Now in practice, if he catch a pick, I'd be like, bro, that's a jug machine. Like I see it's paying off. So yeah, I just appreciate Coach for just applying that apex dominator and instilling in us that, we need to bring other people along. You don't want to be just a competitor or a true competitor. We want to be apex dominating everything we do, but also bringing people along with you while doing it.
That's got to be exactly it. It's got to be through example, right? You got to be the guy who steps up in practice, even when the older guys or the other guys are like, come on, practice all American.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you have to rise to the level of my game. I'm not sinking down to the level that you want to coast at, right?
There you go. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So talk about the season coming up. ACC, traveling across the country. What do you know about it, and what are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, so I'm a little familiar with the ACC. Know some teams in there for sure. And now that I'm playing in it, I kind of know a little bit more about it. I know it's definitely a long travel, but not really nothing that's like I don't want to say it's going to affect us. Like you don't no outside elements being able to the main thing. So whether that's travel, weather, fans, something wrong with your cleats, like whatever it is, we just want to be able to, to lock in on the game and, be able to focus. So whether we have to, leave a day early or just try to like accommodate whatever the travel is. But yeah, I know it's a very competitive conference. Like people kind of, slack on the ACC, but as you see, Miami national championship last year. So, it's not a sleeper. So I know that we hunt for it for sure. No doubt in my mind that we can't win this conference. Go out there, dominate our schedule, and then go out there and dominate, the ACC championship, and then we go from there. Just, see where it goes. But you got to take it game by game for sure. Don't look ahead. Start off week 1 with UCLA, big matchup, Big Ten. So you go out there, you dominate them guys, and then you go on to week 2, and you just, each day you just continue to get better. And then you look up end of the season, and then your goals might be in your face.
That's exactly it. It's the very next rep, right? This very next rep is how I win that championship way off. If I can put 100% into this one, focus on what I'm doing right here, the rest of it will take care of itself.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I love that. That's fantastic. Message for Cal fans, right? They're just getting to know you. What would you tell them? What would you tell them about this team, about you? What would you like them to know?
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna start off with the team, man. This team, we're gonna be one of them ones. So what I mean by that is like we're gonna be a great team. Gonna be a team that's flying around, a bunch of energy. Defense for sure. Those guys, I know those guys pumped up. We're gonna be excited. What I mean by that, explosive on offense, right? Making big plays, making plays whether it's catching slants and taking them 50, 60, catching hitches and taking them, catching deep balls and going over people. Offense, I mean the running backs, I know those guys gonna be explosive. So you can just kind of expect a explosive offense and then just a gritty defense. So defense that's flying around, a defense that's, going hard, executing at a high level. Same with offense. And I think if we do that, if offense do their part, defense do their part, special teams do their part, this team could be really, really, really good. And I'm really a firm believer in that. And then personal wise, man, I don't want people, to think I'm just this boastful person. I don't want to talk about like my stats or nothing like that. I think it just kind of comes with it. Like as long as everybody do their job, I do my job, I help the team. Like I'm not gonna get on her and tell you I'm trying to get 1,000 yards and all that. Like I have my goals written down and those are my goals. But just what I want to share with y'all is just a person, who just want to, do whatever for the team. Do whatever I could do to, make sure the team is successful. Whatever it is, whether it's giving my teammates some water, like that might be the better thing to do in the moment. Like, so whatever I got to do just to make sure, that we can capitalize and execute every single game, help my quarterback out and, whatever way he need me to do, make all those plays for him. And I just want to be that. Also a person just with good character. Like I said, willing to talk to anybody, willing to, just to have a conversation. Anybody who, really want to talk to me, don't really know me, hit me up. Not a bougie person. I text back. I follow people back on Instagram, and I actually love the Cal fans because they showed me a lot of love when I first kind of got here, and ever since I've been here, I just been getting a lot of love. So I'm definitely appreciative of the Cal fans, and just go Bears.
I hear that. I absolutely love our Cal fans. They have been
Yeah.
so good to our team. We talked about it before we started. Our team was 10-2 my senior year.
Yeah.
Number 7 in the country, beat Clemson like they stole something. So that was fun. And then, and our fans have been just so loyal and so loving and so great.
Yeah.
And they have been so supportive. You can see I've got my Cal stuff everywhere, right? I surround
Oh, yeah,
myself
yeah,
with
yeah.
Cal stuff. My book is blue and gold. Like it's a fabulous place to be. And I love our fans. If people do want to reach out to you, if they do want to find you on social, where can they find you?
Yeah, so my Instagram is _.cmoney._. And if you just look up Chase Hendricks, you can find me on there as well. My Twitter is capital C Chase, CHASE, capital H Hendricks, HENDRICKS _. That's my Twitter. My TikTok will be BG_C money. So you could take that how you want to with TikTok. I don't really be on TikTok a lot, but Instagram, Twitter, then my Facebook is also Chase Hendricks. You want to find me on Facebook, CHASE space HENDRICKS for Facebook. And then it's pretty much, kind of all my social handles. So if you want to hit me up, follow me on there, that's where you get me at.
And we'll put them in the show description down below as well. Man, it's been awesome talking to you. I can feel the energy coming through the screen, coming through the camera.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So I love it. I can't wait to meet you. I will bring you a copy of my book.
Okay, I appreciate that.
A lot of great Cal stories from back in the day. Our team,
Oh, yeah.
when we played UCLA, which was an in-conference rival back in that day, but we hadn't beaten them in 19 years. We'd lost for 19 years straight. Our team came down through the stands, through the student section on the far side, and came down through the stands into the game and proceeded to beat UCLA and start a trend for the next 9 years. So
that's what's up, man. Well, we gonna pick that trend. We're gonna pick that trend up starting September the 5th, baby.
I love it. I'm looking for you guys to do a lot this year. I'm excited about it. You got me pumped up already. I'm looking forward to calling your first touchdown catch as a Golden Bear. Thanks for coming on with me today, man. Great to talk to you.
For sure, man. I appreciate you bringing me out here. It's such an honor just to be out here, and I appreciate you just your time giving me that. And yeah, man, look forward to talking to you. Definitely, I want to read that book that you got, up there, right there. Yep. Yeah. I want to get that book, read it, see what it's talking about. But yeah, I appreciate you, man.
Awesome. Go Bears.
All right, go Bears.
Well, that's Chase Hendricks. And if that energy that he brought to the interview is indicative of what he is going to bring to the field and to the team, I cannot wait to see how he affects his teammates. I'm looking forward to seeing him out on the field, and I'm looking forward to seeing all of you again coming up. I will be interviewing players as we lead up to camp here coming in. We will have a lot of content coming your way, a lot of podcasts coming your way. I appreciate you guys watching as always. I said it with Chase, and it's true. I love our Cal fans. You guys are blue and gold through and through, down in the blood, and I appreciate that. So appreciate you watching here today. Until next time, I'm Mike Pawlawski for Bear Insider and Ultimate Insider. As always, go Bears.